So I got 4 weeks to go until South Coast Marathon, starting to get some decent miles into the legs now. Up in the Drakensberg during school holidays for a weekend with the family. We're actually on our way up to a cave where we're going to sleep overnight, taking all the children up for their first night out in a cave. Got a really loaded backpack here. I actually did a hill workout this morning on some of the trails up here and actually ran past this point. So I looked at my profile reading earlier from my run this morning, and I descended, once I'd finished my workout, I descended 250 meters in 2 kilometers. So the legs got a really good workout this morning, and it's really beautiful up here. So yeah, I'll just spin the camera around. Today we're out supporting Hillcrest Marathon. It's one of the big qualifiers in KZN, with a lot of people running to qualify for all the ultras for Two Oceans and Comrades in 2019. Today really, and Maritzburg Marathon if you're in KZN, and a couple of the other marathons around mid to late of February are really the last chance you want to take to qualify for your Comrades. It's actually way too close to Two Oceans to be qualifying, but it is still a valid window. But if you're trying to run Two Oceans competitively, you're certainly still going to have today in your legs. So those who are doing Oceans should be running very well within themselves and doing it as a training run. My wife is having to qualify today after having not had a good day at South Coast Marathon, which was run at the end of November. The only downside about qualifying in South Africa in February is that it is pretty darn hot, and it's 10 to 7 in the morning. These runners that are going past me have run about 18 kilometers. Luckily it's nice and cool today, but it's still probably about, I'd say about 21, 22 degrees at 10 to 7 in the morning. There is quite strong cloud cover, but not very far away there is sun shining, so hope it doesn't get too warm too quickly for them. But that is something that you have to put up with in training for Comrades. You have to do a lot of hard work, dripping in sweat in pretty hot weather. But yeah, it's par for the course, and it's good preparation for Comrades. The last few years have been very warm. We haven't really had a cool Comrades, apart from, I suppose last year was pretty good weather. But we've had a lot of pretty warm years in the preceding years to that. So yeah, get your qualifying done early. If you are qualifying at this time of year, don't put too much effort in on days like this, or at Maritzburg, or if you're in other parts of South Africa doing qualifying. And if you're overseas, yeah, they say that Comrades is a selfish mistress. If you put any focus on anything else, you're going to pay for it on Comrades Day. So don't go too hard in your qualifying if you still have that to do. So we just moved down the road a little bit. The people running away from me are finishing, they are 26 kilometers into their run on their second lap. The people towards me they've got about 3.5 kilometers to go of their half marathon, mostly walkers. The reason why you'll pay for Comrades if you run too hard on a day like this in the middle or the end of February, the first reason is that you have to keep your training mileage up and get some miles in. So if you run too hard today, the next week, 10 days, goes out the window training wise, and you can't train as hard and you lose out on mileage. So that's the first reason, and that is the main reason that you'll pay for it on Comrades Day. There goes my wife. My son's just headed after her. So yeah, you've really got to bear that in mind on a day like today. And if you really are cracking it for PBs and you run really hard, they say that it takes a day per mile if you run hard to recover. So that's 26 days that you'll have to take it easy if you run too hard on a day like this, and you really can't afford that at this time of year.